some dog food for Calvin. Because I was just kind of like going like this and I was like, oh, I've been walking around all day with just the one in. Actually, well, the camera app, I use that for taking photos of my dog, which is like my entire album. Calvin's my dog, yeah. Calvin is my dog. Gosh, that's tough because I think I'm always just listening to whatever's on my most recent playlist. Oh gosh, this is hard without, I wish I had my phone. Last 3 artists. Probably Thames at the moment, I'm really into. Luke Combs is always in there. And a little bit of Fleetwood Mac too. They're all fairly chill. And I don't love to listen to like full-on bangers. I like to be more relaxed before a game. So I'd say, I was listening to a lot of Luke Combs before the World Cup, so I'll go Luke Combs. I don't score a lot of goals. And I've been injured, so but the Olympics was recently and I scored a penalty then and technically a free kick. So we'll just go those. Spaghetti bolognese the night before. Normally a game day walk and a game day coffee. The coffee and the spag bowl. I've missed the spag bowl once every now and then in my career and I feel like it has an effect. I don't know, it might not, but I don't want to miss either of those. That's a good question. Well, we were recently in DC and DC was really cool. Georgetown, we explored a fair bit, so that was nice. It's not been recent, but I love playing and visiting Japan. That's one of my favourite places. And what else? Love playing at home as well. Stadiums with packed out stadiums with Australians in there, it's always a win. Oh gosh. Well, it would have been the Olympics. So all French stadiums that I cannot name. I'm sorry. I can't remember what they were called, probably French words. Other than bolognese, actually, oh no, I have had a bolognese this week. It is one of my favorites. I've had a tuna poke bowl, which is also one of my favorite meals at the moment. I've had that multiple times this week. Fajitas and the spag bowl, yeah. Probably the poke bowl out of those. It goes down the easiest. So I'd probably have to eat spag bowl so that I could be a decent footballer. So the books I'm reading at the moment is A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I know it has the acronym, but I'm not fluent on ACOTAR or something. So I'm reading that series. I'm up to the 4th book, I think. So I'm hooked on that. I'm also just finished the Menendez Netflix. That was interesting. And I actually, this is really random, but I started Gilmore Girls. I like having like a chill show to watch. I love The Office, Friends, all that sort of easy viewing. And I'd never watched it and had heard good things, so giving that a crack. Probably Instagram, TikTok. I'm not a fan of Twitter. don't have that. And what else do I use? We have a Teamworks app that we use every day here at the club, which is like schedule, forms, gym, all that sort of stuff. So that's probably the one I use the most. But I do enjoy TikTok. I think some of the content that comes on there is so funny and so unique. Actually, well, the camera app, that's an app, right? I use that for taking photos of my dog, which is like my entire album. So actually, that's my favorite app. So the last 3 teams would have been, at the Olympics. The last game I played was against the US, and they obviously went on and did what they did. So that was hard. Our group was really tough. We had Germany in there as well, and the Zambia game. All of those games were ridiculously hard. So there's my answer. I usually will read a book. I actually do FaceTime a lot when I'm overseas, or even when I'm finished a game here. It's normally an okay time for my people back home in Australia, so I normally jump on the phone and speak to them, or wind down and watch a show that's relaxing for my brain. Just try and switch off and not think about the game too much. Chill with the dog, exactly. Well, when we're away, we don't really share rooms, but I have shared with Beth. I've definitely shared a room with Caitlin. That might be it. But they're both pretty good in different ways. I wouldn't say that there was a worst. Beth is very chatty, so probably just needs to wind down a bit quicker, if that was my only critique, but I love spending time with her, so no complaints there. Crying, laughing face, love heart eyes, and probably the skeleton head, like dead. Well, I watch AFL because I have a team that I follow back home. I do enjoy watching the NBA as well. It's usually on at sort of tricky times for us here. To be honest, when the Olympics are on, I like watching the horse one. I find that really interesting and like therapeutic. Yeah, something about it's just like pleasant to watch. So maybe that. Could easily go like David Beckham, LeBron James, Steph Curry, but I would love to meet Steph Curry. I just think he's the epitome of an athlete, and he seems like a really good, genuine person as well. So I've been a bit of a shopaholic at the moment, actually, so that's tough to cut it down to just 3. But I thought I lost I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I thought I lost my earring the other day because I came into training with just one. So while I was here, I ordered more earrings. And then when I got home, I opened my covers on my bed and it was just sat in my bed. So now I've got extra earrings coming. So that was one thing. I bought a hoodie the other day because it's getting cold, and some dog food for Calvin, from memory. Calvin's my dog, yeah. Just, I didn't say his name before, but Calvin is my dog. Because I was just kind of like going like this, and I was like, oh, I've been walking around all day with just the one in.